Litters are to be seen everywhere around the world. Even in Indonesia itself, litters and garbage has taken over some of the most important and beautiful places in the country, turning them into this shabby, garbage-filled place. Our country is currently facing a very serious problem in waste management. People litter, they do not even try to save the environment. We all know that one of the ways to solve this important problem is by practice recycling. But the fact is that people do not even budge a single inches when it comes to saving the environment. Waste management is in a crisis, but we don't even have a law that binds this problem. What will happen if this goes on, and what will happen to our home if people do not start caring and finally taking actions to what the world is happening right now? As a way for the government to finally take action, I, Thalita Salma, as a representative from the House, can proudly say that the House would criminalize individuals and organizations who do not start recycling. To start, we have to understand how bad the littering problem is in Indonesia itself. How far this garbage has took over our country. We do not have to go very far. Let's take Ciliwung River in Jakarta as an example. That very same river used to be the livelihood of people around there, but now it is filled with trash. It is so tainted that the National Geography has listed Ciliwung River as one of the dirtiest rivers in the world. The very same river who people used to use for drinkings or to clean up their clothes are now stained that even if you don't go anywhere near the river, you can smell a very awful distinctive aroma around it. And some people might not agree with criminalizing people who do not start recycling because they do not understand how awful and bad the trash management here is. Let's take throwing those biohazard material not at the right place as an example. When biohazard materials are not disposed properly, it can create immediate health problems. On top of that, if those hazardous substances starts polluting the ocean, then the result to that is that fishes and other submarines creatures will be dead, resulting the fisher or people who depends their life on those submarines creatures not having things to sell or not giving them a job to do, which directly results in a country's economy. And when a person do not throw trash in the right place, then it might harm the environment, and those problems can cause floods, which cause deaths. And after acknowledging how bad our current situation is, we need to start taking actions. We need to finally start doing something. Now, recycling is a very popular and easy way to help with trash management we're currently facing with. Recycling is the process of turning trash into new products and materials. But recycling also starts with collecting trash and finally putting them on the right places and disposing them properly. A very simple example to this is when you use an eco-friendly plastic bag, or when you turn some plastics into goods, or even as simple as throwing out the trash in the right category, especially when it comes to biohazard materials. Sounds simple, right? But this very same uncomplicated action can bring huge benefits, like it can reduce waste sent to landfills, it can prevent pollutions, it can help conserve energy, it can even create new jobs. How, you may ask? When you start recycling, it means that the recycling manufacturers started growing and people would need more staffs, creating job vacancies. So not only that, you can also start a small business where you sell your own recycled goods. So not will the environments benefit for it, but you and the economy of the country can also have their own benefits. You know, if we take a few years back, there are countries like Singapore or Germany, which is one of the dirtiest country, but now they are nominated as one of the cleanest countries out there. Therefore, what are stopping us from doing the exact same thing? Here, the government team isn't asking you to do huge stuffs like planting trees or whatsoever, but up to this day, people still neglect and wouldn't start doing the small things like recycling. With all that taken into account, we have decided to take firm actions and to criminalize individuals or organizations who do not recycle. We have proposed a view mechanism when it comes to person or an organization who do not recycle. To start, we are going to remove and make sure that there are no recyclable logo on non-recyclable trash cans. Therefore, when a person who's at age or above the age of 18 decides to not throw their trash on the right place, we can report these people to the Environment Committee. The Environment Committee will decide the punishment which is suitable for them. The sanctions can start from 500,000 rupiah for the first-time offender and even up to 5 million of rupiah fine for the third-time offender. Second, we have to obligate companies that uses packaging to state whether those things are recyclable or not, and where it should be disposed and how to dispose them properly. When this law is violated, then that company or organization can be fined from 10 mil up to 2,000 million rupiah. The government would also educate its citizens on buying reusable items, and if they didn't use reusable items, then they might be punished. The government also suggests daily patrol around the city to supervise the city. Not only that, we would also put more surveillance cameras around the city, and when that surveillance camera detects a person who litter and do not put trash in the right place, then there would be tickets sent to their houses. Contrary to that, when a person decides to recycle, the government is going to give them the same reward. We will put up trash bank where people can sell their recycled goods or even sell plastic waste there for money. To conclude, not performing the act of recycling can damage a country's economy, environmental, and health issue. Therefore, we are here taking a firm action of criminalizing people who do not recycle. Thank you.